Good afternoon, YouTubers. You may be interested in collecting some pollen from your bees. If you are, you're going to need a pollen trap, and I have a few of them here, and I'm going to go through them briefly in this video. This first one that we're looking at is made by Sundance. It's a bottom pollen trap type. It has 2 layers of a mesh hardware cloth underneath this piece of luan, and the bees go through one and then they go through the other, and that's supposed to collect a little more pollen. However, in my case, my bees did not like this at all. I left it on for the recommended week, and what happened is half of the hive ended up moving into the splits that I had that were in proximity to them, and they went in there and crowded them right out, and one made it and the other one I had to requeen. Okay, we'll go through this real quick. This is the drawer that the pollen usually collects in, supposed to, if they bring it in. What I was happening is I pulled this apart and modified mine for this year. This is a piece of luan on the top here, and this stops all the debris from falling down into your tray, your pollen tray here. Your wax, any wax or anything that they kick out of the nest and just falls and lays on there. So here's what I did. Underneath this piece of luan, there's 2 pieces of hardware cloth, a little smaller than a 3/16 hole, I'd say. And what happens when I pulled this apart, I took this top piece off, and by the way, it was a task getting it off because everything on these traps is glued tight and stapled. So I had to cut it off with an X-Acto knife and then cut the glue in the seams, and I really pried it out and had to be very careful with it. But when I pulled it off, I noticed, there's over 30 bees stuck just dead in this hardware cloth in the second layer. There's 2 layers, one layer, and then they have these little blocks, and then there's a second layer, and they're about like so, but they're underneath this one. And what I did is I went to eBay and was doing a little research, and I found these little strips, these little yellow strips. They're long like this. Of course, these are the ones that I've all cut down. And I took both pieces of that wire mesh completely out. And as you're going to see here, I'll show you. I took that wire mesh out, and under there I put, I believe, 9 of those strips across. And I only left 1 layer, so the bees only have to make it through just one pass, and therefore I think they're going to get less discouraged of going in and out. So they're able to make it in. And another reason why I only wanted one layer in there is I know they probably put 2 layers in here so you can collect more pollen. These are both the same size pieces of hardware cloth. Like I said, they're a little smaller than a 3/16 hole. And to me, that's a little tight. And I was afraid of causing a little too much wear and tear on my bees' wings and other parts of their body. So I wanted to make it a little less stressful. So, like I said, they put these in the bottom there, and those are pretty nice. And the 3/16 drill bit fits perfectly through there, where this is just a little bit smaller than a 3/16 hole. Of course, it's square, so. But anyway, I'm going to give that a try this year, and I'll update you on that when my bees start collecting pollen this year. Now over here I have 2 others. Like I said, this one was $74 plus shipping, and this one here is just a small type of pollen collector with a little basket that slides out. And this basket slides off from here. So it's a nice little pollen trap. It's built well. These are also 3/16 holes on where the pollen, the worker bees are going to pass through, and then the other ones are for the drones where they go out, and the other ones won't be able to get back in. And it opens up. That was nice. That was $12 with shipping. This one here I got, I believe it was from a Lithuania seller. This one's metal on the top, and a plastic insert in there, and it's got a little lever here that flips up, and that goes in the hive, and a nice little plastic drawer to pull out your pollen, which I'd recommend taking your pollen out every night because the moisture I wouldn't want to get to it. And I'm going to give these a try this year to see. But there was a big price difference. This one was $24 with shipping, and this one was $12 versus $70. And then I had to modify it too. These strips I bought off eBay. I think I ordered them from China. They came from China. They were only $4.50, and that's with shipping. And I think they're really going to work well because I actually did. After seeing all the bees that I had dead stuck in here, I know there was something wrong. So I actually just went down and took a drill bit and just made sure that these were actual 3/16, and these are 3/16 holes. So I think these are going to work a lot better. Of course, I'm going to update you on that later on. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Until then, thank you and have a great day.